Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nur Ain binti Osman. I am a geometric engineering student from University Technology Malaysia. Today, I would like to share with you guys about metric camera and non-metric camera. Firstly, let's find out what is the metric, non-metric and camera. Instead, metric camera refer to those that have attributes, whereas non-metric variables refer to those that have presence or absence of a characteristic or property. As for the camera, I am sure all of us know what is camera. The definition of camera in photography is a device for recording image of an object on a light-sensitive surface. It is essentially a light-type bulb with an aperture to admit light focused onto a sensitized film or plate. Okay, for the metric camera, it is characterized by a stable, known and repeatable interior orientation defined by fiducial marks and carried out either in the laboratory, on the job or self-calibration. For the non-metric camera, it is camera whose interior orientation is completely or partially unknown and frequently unstable. All of the chef or amateur cameras belong to this category are perhaps rather easily classified by the lack of fiducial marks. The work with non-metric cameras for photogrammetric purpose is accompanied by a few problems. Firstly, defining the image coordinate system, since non-metric camera do not have fiducial marks. Secondly, defining the unknown elements of internal orientation. Thirdly, maintaining the elements of internal orientation unchanged in time. Usually, when working with non-metric cameras, the element of internal orientation gets slightly changed after every single exposure. Lastly, defining the distortion of lens. The distortion with amateur camera often amounts to considerable values and have substantial effects. For a comparison of metric and non-metric cameras, the reproducibility of the principal distance and the principal point are of primary interest. Such a comparison should take into account the precision requirements for these parameters. Tolerance for the parameters of the elements of inner orientation can be derived from the fictitious camera calibration. The estimation show that the computed values depend only on the opening angle of the camera and the extension of the test field, whereas the size of the camera format is immaterial. Because the tolerance are much longer for normal angle cameras than for wide angle or super wide angle cameras, it is suggested that for precision measurement, cameras with long focal length be applied. A comparison of the computer tolerance with the reproducibility of the principal distance and the principal point indicates that non-metric camera do fulfill the requirement within certain limits. Problem may be arise under certain condition for the principal point. An accuracy discussion also should include the parameter of exterior orientation. For example, an unfavorable base to height ratio or vibration of the stereo camera might reduce the final measuring precision considerably. Under this condition, small error of the inner orientation are of minor importance. In general, about the same measuring precision can be reached with metric and non-metric cameras. The data processing for the photograph taken with a non-metric camera is partially bound to analytical methods, and sophisticated computer programs are needed here. Picture taken by metric camera can be restituted with analog plotters. Therefore, it is more of a question of the restitution method than a matter of precision whether metric or non-metric camera should be used here. Okay guys, that's all from me. Thank you for watching.